Hey friends, welcome back to Dream Ignite Build. I'm Genesis, and today we're diving into one of my favorite times of the year, back to school season. Whether you have kids heading into the classroom, gearing up for the fall routines, or just love a fresh start, this is a golden opportunity to do a reset. So, I want to talk about how we can do it right. Let's start this season with intention. Getting the plan in place for your business, your family, and most importantly, yourself without overcommitting or burning out before October. That is the goal, right? We don't want to be completely burned out before we even get started. I have heard this over and over and over again from moms in business, trying to do it all. This is a tough time of year, but the more we're planned, and the more that we have planned in terms of how everything is going to come together, the better off we're going to be. So there's a weird pressure every August and September. Like we just have to do it all. Like we have to have a brand new schedule, new activities, new goals. Not to say that this isn't super exciting because I personally love this time of year, but it can also be like super overwhelming. And the truth about it is that you don't have to jump into everything all at once. As I always say, there is a timeline for everything. Everything that we do has a starting point and has an ending point. So if we look at our calendars so that we can fulfill our timelines, things are going to be a lot easier. So instead of just trying to put everything in the calendar, filter your commitments and ask yourself, does this align with what I truly want in this season? Do I want to feel super overwhelmed with all of these extra things? Of course not. So we want to set the tone now. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters the most. So the way that we do this is set intentional priorities. We want to break this down so that it truly makes sense with where we are right now, the season that we're in, and where we're going with what we want to accomplish. So let's break this down and start with the three buckets. For many of us, family starts at the pinnacle of our values and our focal points. So we need to ask ourselves, what do your kids really need in this season? Is it more connection time? Is it better routines? Is it fewer activities? We don't have to say yes to everything that's available. There are options and there's ways to do this so that it makes sense for your well-being and their well-being. From a business perspective, what's one thing you want to grow or shift in your work this fall? Is it new clients? Is it a launch? Is it systems? Is it strategies? Getting the clarity on this is going to help you build out the structure so that everything comes together seamlessly. And the last one is yourself. This is the one that gets skipped the most. What is something that you need? Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's a night off every single week. Maybe it's taking time during the day to go out and do a reset. Instead of creating a massive to-do list, choose one priority in each bucket and plan everything else around that. This is where your power lies. This is where you take control of your life. This is where you take your freedom back and you have more accessibility to opportunities. So, what I want us to think about is creating the right size plan. We are going to establish something called the right size reset. It's not about making your dreams smaller, but it's creating and building out the right size structure for the current season. And maybe this fall, it isn't time to start 5 new programs. Maybe it's time to start automating what's working, saying no to what's not working, and then show up fully present where you are needed the most. So, one of the most important questions that we ask during this time is, what is my capacity right now? Where am I able to show up 100% and give my all? And that doesn't mean checking off every single thing of your to-do list. And what is essential? What's just maybe something that I have to do for this specific time period? And can I create flow instead of chaos throughout the day? Because if we can't answer yes in that, then we need to minimize all of the things. Okay. So discipline is easier when your plan is aligned with your purpose. When you have a schedule that's organized so that it's applicable to a real life situation. So let me give you an example of this. About 5 years ago, I took on way too much. It was jumping back into school, fall was starting, the mornings were chaotic, and I was in the middle of launching something in my business. Everyone in the house is exhausted, and it just was not worth it at that time. The ages of my kids were not appropriate for what I was trying to accomplish. So seasons do matter. And if you are focused on making sure that you are being intentional about the types of activities based on the season that you're in, then that is going to make such a difference with how your day will flow and the amount of things that you're going to be committed to. And creating a simple rhythm is the key here, a rhythm that everyone is on the same page with, and one that we can all get behind energetically. If you think about it from a standpoint of just go, go, go 24/7, what kind of energy does that create for the space that you're in with your family? Not a good one, right? It's anxious, it's overwhelmed, it's stressed out, and nobody feels good in that space. So if you are creating a rhythm that meshes with the type of energy output that you want for your environment, then you are going to have flow throughout your day. And instead of creating a space where it breeds chaos and overwhelm and stress, the rhythm of flow creates peace and synergy and a chance for you to truly connect with the people that you love. These small shifts, they will change your life. So I just want to encourage you today, before everything piles up and you sign up for all the different activities this fall, let's pause and plan with intention. Ask yourself these questions. What do I really want the season to feel like? Energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, all of those things. Where do I need to structure and where do I need space? What kind of flexibility have you offered yourself to make changes where necessary? And give yourself permission to start slower, and then you'll be stronger to say yes to less, but live more fully. Because a life well lived doesn't happen by accident. It starts with a clear, right size plan of action. You've got this. You've got this. Let's make this back to school season one of peace, purpose, and powerful alignment. You can do this, my friend. Trust me, you are in the driver's seat. So thanks for tuning in. If this episode resonated, share it with a fellow mama, entrepreneur, or friend that's feeling the back to school swirl. And you know what? If you are ready to create your custom fall game plan, then let's connect. You don't have to do this alone. Until next time, I hope you stay intentional, stay grounded, and stay you.